Hi everyone. Are your ASP.NET controller turning into 100 lines of code where database reads complex business validation and update logic are merged together? If yes, then you need the CQRS pattern. So in this video, we will try to learn the CQRS pattern. CQRS stand for Command Query Responsibility Segregation. So this is a CQRS pattern, and it is the architectural pattern used by most modern enterprise .NET application and microservices to build scalable and high performance APIs. So in this video, we will learn how CQRS work, why it separate records from writes, when you should use it, and we will implement both command and query API in Visual Studio. So I already created one CQRS pattern blog. So we just quickly go through the basic theory and then we will jump to our Visual Studio. So first we need to understand what is meant by CQRS pattern. We just quickly understand theoretical part. We just try to understand basic theory and then we will move to Visual Studio. So let's break down the core theory on the block. And first we understand what is meant by CQRS pattern. So CQRS is stand for Command Query Responsibility Segregation, and it is a one of the architectural pattern which just separate the read and write operation. Means read means your query, means fetch the data. Suppose you want to fetch any data from the database or something, any other service, then you need to use query. And write operation, write means update operation or create operation, that is called command. So first we need to understand what is meant by command and query. Command means data write or update operation or create as well. Okay, so this is a command. If you want to read the data or fetch the data from any other sources, then this is called query. Okay, so this is a basic concept about command and query. In traditional crude application, for example, database entities controller methods are used for reading and writing the data. Okay, so CQRS just solve that problem. Means mostly we just develop the API to fetch the data like HTTP get or HTTP post. This is the HTTP methods, right? So that methods we specifically use, like a HTTP get we just use for fetching the data, and HTTP post we just use for perform some operation on that data. Okay, so similar way we need to use one architectural pattern inside the API, and that is called CQRS. So we just quickly understand the basic theory about key difference between command and query. Okay, so basically command in the sense create, update, delete. Suppose you want to perform some operation on data like a create, update, delete, then you need to use command. And query, when we need to use if you want to read or fetch the data from the database or any other sources. So this is a basic concept behind command and query. I hope you understand the basic concept. So you just go through this block. I just also add what is the use of CQRS, their benefits and importance, okay, and when to use CQRS and when to avoid. So we just quickly go through this. When we need to use, suppose you need to perform some write operation, then you can just use it. High traffic application, read to write ratio. Suppose you want to develop some microservice or event driven architecture, then you can just use a MediatR. Okay, and when to avoid this domain in simple, adding CQRS in direction will only add unnecessary things. And suppose if you are building simple crude application, that time you can just avoid it. Okay, so this is the CQRS pattern. This is most commonly used in enterprise application when we write the API. So most of the APIs are developed using CQRS pattern, but we not aware which design pattern we use to design the API. So someone asking in interview like which design pattern you follow, then you can proudly say like this is a CQRS pattern. Okay, we use CQRS pattern. So I will share this blog link in video description. You can just go through it and just try to understand the concept. Okay, now we let's jump into the Visual Studio to understand the coding part. So this is a basic product controller. Okay, and here we just try to understand how to implement the command API is when we use command and when we use query, in which scenario. Okay, so for example, this is your Visual Studio, and I'm just creating a one product controller, and we just use like a namespace like CQRS. Okay, and when you just start the uh, coding on CQRS pattern, then sometime you are facing this issue like I request does not found, or I request uh, uh, for example, just explain. Yeah, I request handler is not found. So this request or this request, you need to add one namespace. So just simply go to tools, new get package manager, open the package manager tool, just install package MediatR. Okay, so MediatR, this package we need to install to work on CQRS pattern. So you just simply open package manager console and just install this package MediatR. Then this I request or this error will resolve, and you need to just add their namespace as well using MediatR. Okay, so this is a basic theory about means how we can just resolve this not found issue. And now we just move to our control. For example, this is my controller. Okay, first we just understand this. So this is your API controller, and this is your routing. Okay, and we need to just create object of that mediator interface, like we just create like this. And for example, uh, this is your product controller, we just inject that object. This is a dependency injection kind of thing. Now first we will understand HTTP post. So HTTP post is specifically used to perform any operation like create, update, or delete. Then you can just use HTTP post. And if you perform some operation on data, that time you need to use command. Okay, so now we just understand how to create the state. So this is mutate the db. Mutate db means it's perform some operation on data like create, update, or delete. So this mutate the db. Okay, just perform some operation on database. For that reason we just use HTTP post and command. For example, this is your basic API create product. So we just use that object, mediator object, and we can just use a scene. And this is your DTO. If you see, this DTO is public record. We just passing string name and decimal price, and we just inherit like I request. And here create product command. So we just inherit I request handler, and we just uh, add our create product command. We just pass it, and inside that we just perform handle. Okay, so this is a handler which perform our business logic, and this is our API. So in this way we can just implement the command. And most important thing, like, command doesn't return anything. Suppose you just perform some create operation or update operation or delete operation, then it just, if you want to return something, id, generated id, or uh, record id, then you can just create an action, and you can just return one of the id as a delete successfully, created successfully. So in this way you can just use the command using http post. Okay, now we just move to next part, like a query, like a read operation. So basically, when you perform any read operation, read in the sense, if you want to fetch any data from the database, then simply you can just use http get. For example, we have a employee data, and based on the employee we need to fetch the data like id. So based on that id we need to fetch data, because see, http get means it's just fetch or read data. So it's not affecting any database, it's just fetching, select data from the database. Okay, so this is a query. So here we just use query pattern, CQRS, command query. So now we need to use query pattern. So this is a basic API. We just use HTTP GET, and we just use pass ID as a route parameter. Okay. So based on that ID, we just fetch the data, get product by ID. And here, how we can just use the mediator? We simply use mediator send, and here we just use get product by query, and we just simply pass the id. Now we just check the definition of this. If you see, get product by id, we just pass id, and here we just pass their dto. Inside the dto we just use id, name, and price. Okay, for explanation purpose I'm just add all code inside the controller, but this is a separated in model. It just move to model part, it just move to handler part. Okay, this is also inside the handler. And here inside the handler we just use a request handler, we just pass query and dto, and based on that we just use dto, return whatever id, laptop, and this is a your date. So the agenda of this video is a simple, like we need to understand CQRS pattern. This is a best API design to perform the operation like create, update, delete, and select. I hope you understand how to use it, how to implement this in programming way, means both command and query. So you need to, I again explain you, like you need to install, before using MediatR you need to install package MediatR. Just go to tools, open you get package manager, and here package manager console. Okay, you need to just install this and just try to use this CQRS pattern. This is a most commonly used design pattern, and it's just very useful. I already created one blog, what is the benefit of that, you can just go through it and just try to implement this. I hope you understand the basic concept regarding CQRS pattern. If you really like, then like and share the channel and subscribe as well. Thank you guys.